Yeah, this shirt, it only costs $6, man. I'm telling you.
I like it.
Does smell like cat pee, though. I probably should have washed it.
I
Welcome
think-
to the podcast. It's episode 5 of the podcast. Who the hell are these guys in the podcast? Well, G and me, let's learn about our backstories. The music shirt.
$6.
What's up, Jay? How you doing?
What's with the shirt, dog? What are you reading today?
Well, I went thrifting, just in case you're wondering, and this shirt only cost me $6. Can you imagine? Only $6 for this.
$6?
My-
That's a win.
I saw this. I'm like, Sam. I saw my daughter. I'm like, this is my jam. And she's like, Dad, don't ever wear that shirt. So I figured
And
I'd
guess
wear it
what?
on the podcast.
Yeah.
Nothing, man. I was just reading Daredevil #1 here by Kevin
Is
Smith. Did you ever?
Is Sarah Michelle Gellar in the back?
No, I don't. Oh, it is. She got milk. So this is a little old here. But this is a retelling of every superhero has an origin issue,
Uh-huh.
a long-winded backstory, and it got me thinking. You know, we're doing this podcast, and people are like, "Who the hell do these guys think they are?"
Hell, they think they're famous already. So,
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, we have famous faces, though, right?
Who?
The shirt, the shirts could be famous.
You know who I always thought I looked like?
Oh yeah,
You ever watch The Big Green?
the big green.
You remember the
no, I
soccer
never
movie?
saw that. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
The
though,
goalie.
Yeah. The goalie. Yeah. Okay.
Goldberg.
I'm gonna have to look it up.
Look it up, and when you see it, you're gonna be like, "Damn, the cheese does look like him."
A lot of. So
Leo?
I get a lot of. Who's that?
Leo,
Leo.
the cap.
No. Yeah. Yeah. That would be a first.
He was a
We
one-
both have an O at the end of our name,
Yeah,
so that's
there you
about
go.
it there. You know, a lot of people say I remind them of the Sal from Impractical Jokers.
I love Sal.
You know,
Sal's
I get a
he's,
lot
he's
of that.
definitely the funniest. I'll tell you a funny story. I was at Walmart a couple months ago, and I made a video about it. But I was at Walmart, and this old guy comes behind me. He's like, "You know who you look like?" I was like, "No." He's like, "Kevin James."
What?
Yeah. I was like,
He's got a shaved head now.
Yeah. And I was wearing my hat like this. So I was like, I don't get it. I was like, I took it as a compliment because I love Kevin James.
Sure,
I love
absolutely.
Kevin James. Any movie that he's in, he's funny. King of Queens, classic show.
Yeah.
I love it. So I took it as a compliment. I was like, you just call me fat, but I take it as a compliment.
Oh, do you think that's a nice way of saying somebody's fat?
You don't think?
I
so?
think if he said you look like Paul Blart, I got that before, by the way. I got you look Paul Blart, the
Yeah.
one where he's the mall
Yeah,
cop.
yeah.
That's
but like the
a
Paul
way of-
Blart or the
Yeah, well, if
Kevin
he
James.
said Paul Blart over here,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
like calling you
Yeah,
fat.
he's like
Kevin
thank you.
Kevin James, he's sometimes fat, but then he's sometimes in shape.
Yeah, he's lost weight. He's like,
Yeah, like-
what's that movie where he was a UFC fighter?
I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry.
No,
that one?
he was chubby for that one.
No, here comes the boom.
Yeah, he was in shape in that one.
Yeah, he was a teacher that
That
got
one.
into mixed martial arts, right?
Yeah, to win money for the school or something, right? Mm-hmm. Something like that. But we just got off topic. But what we wanted to
Totally
talk
off
about,
topic.
totally off topic. But that's what this podcast is about.
Yes.
We do this podcast with not knowing what we're going to talk about, and it just flows. Me and Dom have this like awesome chemistry that we can just feed off each other and make it into a podcast.
That's it. Total ADD theater. We
Like we don't write down like anything like what we're going to talk about or anything, and that's what we do.
Yeah, I mean, the whole point of this is kind of like, I've known you for a while, right?
Yeah.
And we've kind of been in passing our whole lives.
Mhm.
Like, we've
Our
grew
whole
up in the
lives.
same area.
Same
So
area.
I see you around and everything. But it's kind of just like, I don't really, never really hung out with you a lot before this. So it's kind of like me and you get to know each other. And
Yeah.
then it's us getting to know each other around here. People that watch us. Because a lot of people know you probably don't know who the hell I am.
They know you
Like, they'll know me as the guy with the music shirt now.
for $6.
Well, that's the thing. I said to my brother, I was like, people know who I am. They're like, dude.
They do.
He's like, you're 300 pounds. You wear Hawaiian shirts everywhere. Of course, people are gonna know who you are. But
You're like the white version of Fluffy.
who the hell's Fluffy?
You don't know Fluffy?
Fluffaluffagus?
No, Iglesias, the comedian.
Oh.
He wears Hawaiian shirts and
Yes, it's true. It's true. I am.
That's his signature look.
I know. I stole it from him. Don't tell him.
He does it better, dog.
No, big guys like button downs.
I love button downs.
The button downs are good for the bigs.
I love baseball jerseys, button downs.
But no, but totally. It's just like having some fun.
Yeah,
It's just having a good time, and then we live in an area where there's a lot of really cool people too. So, in my opinion, this podcast is definitely an opportunity to have people on.
Yeah, showcase their whatever they have the talent or like just cool stories about how they grew up here or what they do and stuff like that. So that's what we were gonna do.
Yeah, I think it's awesome. Like we already had Kevin Mulderig on. He wants to come back, over the way. By the way, he already
welcome.
said. He said, "When am I coming back on?" I was like, "When you can clean your act up a little bit."
No more Miley Cyrus talk.
I said, when you can clean your act up, maybe. No, fantastic guy. He played a song, right?
Yep.
And then we had two local celebrities, and Noah Kowski and Nando here. Everybody knows them.
And I just somebody came in here and they saw it, and they call him Uncle Nando.
He knows everybody, man. He's a super nice guy.
They're
he's
like,
great to everybody.
they're like, we saw you had Uncle Nando on your podcast. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, he's my kid's uncle. Like, not really, but like,
No, he
That's
is.
what they call him.
Well, I got a good. So Nando is like a really great neighbor, and I have a really good Nando story. So Nando, whenever I have a problem, I call him up. He lives pretty close to me. And I'm like, Nando. So my hot water heater was making like a really big cracking sound.
Mm-hmm.
Then it went out, and he's like, "I'll be over. I'll help you out." And I'm like, and he comes over. He's like, "Hey, buddy," and I'm like, Nando. It's like, do you know what you're doing?
Yeah.
I know what I'm doing. And I said, "Do you know what you're doing?" And I trust him because he knows a lot.
Yeah.
Guy can do anything.
Why
I mean,
not?
I'm telling you, he does electrical work. One day he hung lights all around my house for me. He's a great dude.
Yeah.
So he gets down there and he lights it up. And he's like, turn the hot water heater on. Or turn the hot water on.
Yeah.
My wife turns the hot water on. She's like, it's still cold. I said, it's still cold. Ah. And I said, well, it doesn't have to warm up. Get down here. Light it again. So he goes, so he gets the lighter.
Yeah.
Now the hot water heater's already running.
Yeah.
He gets the lighter, sticks it under there. He goes, press the gas. I hit the gas.
Oh, shit.
A fireball comes shooting out, and I grab him, burned his eyebrows off, gave him like a 2nd-degree burn, and he's like, damn.
He's like, it's fixed.
Yeah, he's like, it's fixed. I was like, damn, Nando, I'm going to kill you.
But it worked?
Yeah, it works. No, I have no problem since.
See, that's all you need.
My house didn't explode, so
I hate
good.
messing with that stuff like that, man. Like electricity and gas, I don't mess with that shit.
No.
I would have literally hired a professional to come do that shit, and I would have been out of my house, like for the day, just to make sure it doesn't blow up.
I mean, I'm so bad with it. I was trying to get an outlet, like the outlet covers.
Yeah,
I was painting, and the outlet cover was stuck to the wall. I didn't think anything of it, so I stuck the screwdriver to pry it off. Well, I stuck the screwdriver right in the outlet. And I was like, shot off. And I was like, what happened? I was like, I think it exited my body. I was like, yeah. So,
your hair's up.
So if you don't know me, I'm trying to tell you I'm a klutz and I'm a danger to be around.
Me too.
I am fun to be around, but I am also a danger to be around.
Yeah. So if you see that shirt on me next time.
So this shirt, what's gonna happen? Someone's gonna see the shirt and they're gonna come right through the window and get us both with their truck.
They're gonna hit somebody's car.
They're like, I was distracted by those music notes.
Those rainbow notes.
I mean, look at these.
Yeah,
look at the colors.
I can honestly.
This is like $1,000 shirt.
I can honestly tell you, I would probably buy it too.
Yeah, $6.
$6.
You can't beat that.
Well, you never know. We might do an episode thrifting.
We should. I mean, so we went. It's huge. My kid loves going. I went to the Arcady
in Rio Grande.
in Rio Grande,
by ShopRite.
And they got some really nice stuff in there. So
I've never been. My daughter's always telling me like we should go do it and like pick an outfit for each other.
Oh, that's a fun thing.
And just be like, let's see, because she's always trying to dress me.
You should do it blind.
Yeah.
Blind.
Like she doesn't see what I pick.
And you do an unveil?
Yeah, we should.
Or a reveal? Yeah.
A reveal, that we should. But
that's a challenge to our kids. We'll do it. We'll make a video and we'll put it on.
Yeah, that could be a segment. But see, we just got off topic again.
Well,
But
maybe the show should be called Off Topic.
I like the Off Topic with G and Dom.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that probably exists.
Probably.
Whatever you can think of on the internet, there's 7 versions of it already.
Yeah, I looked up the G and Dom show just to check.
Right.
And there isn't anything out there.
I know, that's why we went. I know it sounds a little generic, but I mean, that is why we went with it.
Yeah.
In my head, I was thinking, like, because I'm of Italian descent, you're Mexican descent,
Mexican.
right? And we're not even, right? And so I was thinking, like, spaghetti tacos, churros, and cannolis, something goofy like that, but it all existed.
It all exists. Mixture
Yeah.
to coming together and makes something
Yeah.
good.
So, that explains the G and Dom show.
Yes, in short
title.
terms. Mm-hmm. And we're gonna, like I said, every week's gonna be different. We record on Monday, and episodes are usually out by Wednesday. Do you think?
That would be the goal. Yeah,
The goal.
yeah. Try to
But-
keep it consistent.
We try to keep it. We're just learning how to do this thing too. Where every week we get more comfortable doing stuff, and that's it. That's what the show's gonna consist of.
And we definitely got to work on the fidgeting. We're fidgeters.
Yeah,
But
I'm
we're
always like-
I need a fidget
I'm
spinner.
always if you
Just
see
a
us
spinner.
here with like a
Just sit
spinner here, that's us. But that's the real us. You know what I mean? Like we try not to fake anything.
We're just I mean, this is raw. We try to unless it's something completely
Yeah.
completely inappropriate. Which
We will, 'cause-
again, when you have guests on, you never really
You never know. And like I said, we go off topic all the time, so like you just never know what we're gonna end up talking. We might talk about elephants doing it. I don't know.
That's a video that I probably have already seen, and I can tell you,
Who hasn't? Who hasn't?
you never forget.
You never forget. That's
So,
a lot of work.
That's no.
But
See right there, I should edit that out. I've never seen elephants do it. I don't know why I said that. Dude, that's some junk in the trunk. Like, come on.
you're gonna go home and everything. On
I'm
your
never
phone.
going to Google that, by the
No,
way.
you're
I
not
do
gonna
want
Google
that
it.
in my
It's gonna
sister's
come
room.
up. It's gonna come up on
Oh.
everything you do from now on. Elephants doing it.
As long as it's not two Republicans, so in the House. That's all I'm saying. Yeah.
But see,
Ooh, it was good. How does Trump do his hands? It was good. No,
he
but
does this a lot.
Yeah.
He does this a lot.
Shane Gillis. I can never see Trump the same way again.
Yeah.
So
But yes. So that's what our podcast is gonna be. I'm G. This is Dom.
now I'm down.
And that's how we do it.
That's it.
Oh man.
Hey, stay tuned because we have we have really good guests
We do.
lined up. Though
We do
we
have
do have
good-
some really good guests lined up.
Our next week is Dave Weinberg.
Is that solid?
Solid.
Okay, we're going with this.
Solid.
That's super exciting to
Solid.
me. I listen to him on the radio
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
So
Well,
and he's
he has
really
a
not.
really
I mean, like that's like an A list. We're gonna start all the way up.
Yeah,
at the
he
top.
worked. He traveled with the Eagles for a very long time. He's been in the locker room with the Eagles, and he loved it. And then, yeah,
I'm very impressed. That's a really good booking on your part.
He's got to have a lot of good stories. I know that.
And I got some comedians coming on. A good friend of mine, Jeff Sharkey.
Yep.
He's an actor comedian. He'll be a really interesting guy. We have for Poetry Week. We got David Check, who I don't know if you know him or not, but he's a published poet. He's on the radio all the time.
And but that's the cool thing. Like when I don't know somebody or you don't know somebody, we get to know them on the show.
That's it, and that's the whole point of it because this town's got some pretty cool
Some
people.
pretty good people.
And we just want to be positive.
Yeah.
Like there's enough
That's-
negativity out there.
a
Like
lot-
when we
a
get
lot of
together and we were
negativity.
talking.
Yeah, this is definitely not. If you want negative stuff, this is not the podcast for you.
Yeah.
It's straight positivity every day. And we're and that's it.
Yeah, I mean, what the hell?
Yeah.
Life's short, man.
Life's short. Don't.
Life's short. I saw something really cool by Tony Robbins today on with Theo Vaughn. So
I love
so
Theo. I love Theo.
and I thought it was neat because I'm totally ripping it. So just look it up. But it was kind of like he was like look around the room, tell me everything you see brown. So then it gets quiet and they look around, they see everything that's brown, and he goes, all right, think about it for a minute. All right, tell me everything that's red. And it's kind of like the whole point is whatever you're looking for in life is what you're going to find.
Yeah.
I think that was the whole point.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
No, I love Theo. He's always hitting you with the good, positive lines. You know?
Yeah, you need some of that.
You do. And if you want to cheer up, laugh a little bit, there's a podcast for you. Because we're just weird, and you will see that. Look at the shirt.
well, this poor guy. He didn't know getting involved with me. I text him all the time. Every idea that I have.
I love it.
It's like my brain doesn't shut off.
He only sleeps 4 hours, he says.
Yeah, it's true. I only do.
How do you do
These
that?
glasses hide bags under my eyes. I'm just fueled with coffee and
Energy drinks.
and
Do you do
stupidity.
energy drinks?
No,
No, you
no,
don't
they
do-
scare me.
Why?
I drink one, I'm like,
Have you
I get
tried
all
the
jittery.
rocks?
No.
There's a plug so the rock can see this.
Oh,
and
the
senses-
rock. I was like, what? I was
and
like, is it?
senses-
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Rock. So if the rock sees this, send us a drink.
drink.
Or maybe we'll just start drinking it and talking about them.
I love it. I only love the orange flavor though. Rock. You know.
Quick question for
Yes.
you. So we talk about it. So did you grow up in Cape May your whole life, or what's your backstory?
My backstory is, I grew up in Mexico. I was born in Mexico,
Okay.
and I came to America when I was 10 years old.
Right.
And I've lived in Cape May since.
Okay.
Since I was 10. I went to Cape May Elementary School, and then I went to Titleman, and then Lower Cape May Regional, where I graduated from.
Very cool.
Yeah, and then I did move to Maryland for a year for
That's it.
school,
Okay.
and then came back and started a family, had kids, and then I've been here since. Opened my own business. I followed my brother's footsteps because he opened
Okay.
He opened his business first.
Okay.
And then he motivated me to open my business, and we both got a lot of help from our mom. So and here we are.
Now I remember it because I worked retail, right? I still
Yeah.
do. I work retail for my real job.
Yeah.
When you were a kid coming in, I think you used to wear wrestling shirts when you
All
were
the
a
time.
kid.
All the time.
Yeah, and you and your brother come shopping
Big
in the store and stuff.
WWF fans.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we remember you. We would go to the Acme again. We go to the grocery store in Cape May.
Yeah.
You know?
That one grocery store.
The one that's there. Not Wawa. and we would see him, and we would just, he's...
Yeah, I
he's
think we would talk about wrestling even.
all the time.
Someone would say to me, like, why do you always talk about wrestling? I was like, it's 'cause it's cool.
It's cool.
And
You guys don't want to know how dorky I was with wrestling.
I was pretty bad myself,
Yeah.
so...
Like, that could literally be an episode of how bad me and my brother were into wrestling. We're actually still a little bit into it. It's not as cool as it was before.
It goes in cycles.
It goes in cycles.
cycles.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like when they bring like old school wrestlers, of course we're gonna watch. Like right now, The Rock's doing his thing with WWE.
Right.
So like it's interesting to watch it every Monday night, and like follow up with all that stuff.
Oh,
But-
absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of which, on that, and I'm going to give it a plug.
WrestleMania.
April, well, WrestleMania is
Yeah.
coming to Philly, but April before WrestleMania, April 4th is a Thursday night. The Blue Meanie is hosting Meanie Mania up at this bar McCluskers up in
Oh, I saw
South
you.
Philly.
I saw you.
Dude,
share that.
yeah. So I think, and he's got like buddies that are all.
Well,
I don't
so
know
is
him.
it-
I don't know the Meanie.
is it the week?
I want
Is it the day?
It's the Thursday before WrestleMania weekend. So who the
cool.
hell knows who's going to show up there? But anyway, so that looks like a cool
You
spot.
never know. We might go.
I'm trying.
My
to get there.
brother's actually going to WrestleMania.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, his wife got him WrestleMania tickets.
Oh, that's awesome.
I don't know who he's taking yet. I think he's taking his son, but
You might have to choke slam this kid through a table.
rock bottom his sense.
They're gonna hang the tickets
Yeah.
up.
Really?
have to climb the ladder and
I'll
get
climb
out.
the ladder. When I was young, I always wanted to be in a ladder match.
Right.
What was a match that you would want to be in? Like if you could.
I don't know. I mean, Hell in the Cell would be pretty cool, but I wouldn't want to take that bump from the top of the cage. But Hell in the Cell would be cool. The Elimination Chamber was kind of a cool
Yeah.
match too. But
When I tell you that I was like, I wanted to be a wrestler when I was.
yeah,
I wanted to. Like I was like, I want to be one of those flying guys. Throw me off the cage.
I didn't want to say it, but did you want to be a luchador?
No, I was too big to be a luchador. I don't think I could flip like Rey Mysterio, but like
Yeah.
I always admire all them. Like Conan was one of my favorite.
Have you ever seen the wrestler Luchasaurus?
Luchadors.
Dude, he's in AEW, I think. He's just massive, and he does
Yeah.
every flip. So
Ooh,
he's
you know what? You know what you just made me think of? I have a guy that's doing like wrestling, and he lives in Washington State, but his brothers live here.
Uh-huh.
So next time he comes, we're gonna have him on the show.
Yeah, that would be awesome. We should get somebody like that.
Actually, his sticker's over here. The Thicky, El Thicky.
Oh, that's cool, man.
Yeah, this right here.
Yeah, maybe we could get him on Zoom or something.
Yeah. Yeah, but he does a bunch of wrestling every day. He's really good. He does all the flips and everything.
I went to the Monster Factory when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And I walked in, and the guy looked at me, and he's just like, "Do you know how hard it is to be a wrestler?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Oh, I could do it."
I could do it,
he's like, first of all, he's like, "You need to lose a bunch of weight, go get into Mazer shape." And I was just like,
were you like Yokozuna made it?
Yeah, well, no, but I mean, like, so like I thought about it, and I didn't pursue. I mean, but there's a lot of people around here that went, and they were like, yeah, they did it. So
I know, like the coach for lower.
yeah.
What's his name?
Billy.
Billy, yeah.
Billy, but I'm sure he probably wouldn't appreciate us talking. I don't want to say his name because I don't want him showing up here and suplexing me.
We're gonna have Billy in here, and he's gonna suplex one of us to this table.
No, he will. He
I know
absolutely will. He could. I think he can like deadlift like 600 pounds, dude.
Well, then
he's a freaking
he's
beast.
gonna deadlift both of us together.
No, he's. I'll be like this, but like, help me.
He's doing it, Billy. I'm gonna tag you when you post this up. I'm gonna tag you. You're gonna be on our podcast. I'm not gonna say his last name because you guys probably know who he is. Too.
Yeah,
he's a very good.
Yeah,
coach.
he's. I can tell you this much because he's good buddies with my brother.
Yeah,
he's got some crazy stories.
He's an
he almost made. He almost.
He did.
He was there.
Mm-hmm. He was there.
He's a beast.
He's a beast.
Yeah, my family. So my family. My grandfather and my grandmother on my dad's side, they were
wrestlers?
they were wrestlers.
Oh.
They were,
I thought we were still. Yo, with the story.
I was just segueing. It was a bad segue. No, my grandfather was El Canoli. El Canoli, La Canoli,
world champion of Italy.
Yeah, the Italian stallion.
His finisher was the cannoli drop.
Oh no, he's got him in a pizza lock. He's got him in a pizza lock. Oh, here comes that amore.
Get the garlic bread.
Mamma mia! It's over. All right. So anyway, they came over. They were from Italy,
Yeah.
and and my mom's family was Italian. I don't know her, and the one guy was German. I don't really know anything about him. Just they like to drink. So, so we grew up. They were in South Philadelphia, and then they moved to this place called Fallcroft.
Okay.
And then we came down here when I was like a kid, like it was like 9. So right around like the same age you came
to
down
vacation.
There. No, my dad. We would come down here in the summers to Wildwood.
Yeah.
But my dad loved it, so he moved. Like when I was 9 years old, we moved down here.
Okay.
And
cool.
and here's like, I mean, you know it.
Yeah.
From when we moved down here when we were kids to what it is now.
Oh, it's
It's
totally
crazy.
different.
It's
Yeah.
crazy different.
Totally different.
And very impressive too.
Yeah.
Because they were able to keep the small town feel.
Feel.
While slowly building.
Yeah, exactly.
Like they didn't. There's not. You don't come here if you're not from Cape May. If you just stumble upon us, there's not an Applebee's. There's not a. There's not really a lot of chain restaurants down here. Not that there's anything wrong with those chain restaurants.
We're getting our first Old Navy soon.
Yeah, I mean, there's
We're slowly getting to those things.
slowly,
Yeah.
but I mean, it truly is like
Mom and pop shops.
It is. It's
it's
small
cool.
town. It's
It's
kept
cool.
the small town vibe.
And
but
you feel it. And you feel the love from like the community and like the small town love.
Absolutely.
You
And there's,
feel it.
and there's a lot of great people. The biggest debate, though, is are you local or not? So you came when you were 10. I came when I was 9. We're not locals.
We're not locals.
If you talk to somebody,
Yeah,
it's like, you
we
guys
weren't
aren't
born.
lo-" You have to be like our kids are locals.
Yeah, because they were born
Our
here.
kids were born here. So
Damn.
so I just think that whenever we have anybody over, though,
We should have.
because I disagree with the local thing.
We've been here.
Yeah, I feel like I'm a local.
Yeah.
But I feel like every person that we have here that's a local person,
We
should do a trivia test on them.
Yeah.
And
see
then
if
rank
they're
how
locals.
local they are.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, and then we got to see who the most local is.
We might be more local than some people.
Maybe. I'm going to study up on my trivia, especially because I'm going to write the question, so I got it in. But yeah, that's always big talk though. My brother-in-law,
crazy.
grew up his whole life. You're not a local. Real big on that.
And it's crazy. The other thing that is crazy, like about living here in Kimei, how people get excited that you live here. I was in Baltimore one time and somebody saw me wearing like a Kimei shirt and they're like, "Oh, you go to Kimei?" I was like, "No, I live there." They're like, "What?" I was like, "It's not that big of a deal."
Really?
Yeah.
Well, so I look at it like this. Have you ever gone to Key West?
I have not. I've been Orlando.
Okay, so, but Orlando is cool though.
Yeah.
Like when you go to Orlando, you're like, wow. If
Yeah.
you met someone that said, "Hey, I live in Orlando," you'd probably be like, "Oh, that's cool."
You go to Disney
You know?
all the time. Yeah.
But like when you go to Key West and you're walking around, there's bars everywhere, and there's beach, ocean. It's a really great spot. And I think that if you come here, it's similar.
Yeah.
Especially in the summertime. Like if you go to Cape May, you can walk through Washington Street Mall. There's restaurants, bars everywhere. There's the beaches. There's tons of stuff
You can
to do.
There's something for everybody to do.
And it's not cheap. That's why we don't live in Cape May. We live outside of Cape May.
I used to live in Cape May for most of my life. I lived when we first came to America. We lived on West Perry.
Okay.
And we lived there for for a couple years, and then we moved to Washington Street, and I've been on Lafayette. I was a Cape May hopper.
Yeah.
And then finally, like you said, it's expensive to live in Cape May.
And it's gradual. It wasn't like that all the time.
It was not.
There was, in the 70s, people didn't even want to live there.
That's
So you
crazy.
could go buy houses for dirt cheap.
Yeah.
But it's definitely built up. They really did a
yeah.
nice job with it.
Yeah, no, and then we finally decided to move to North Cape May, and I think North Cape May is like the next come up. It has been.
It is.
It has been.
Well, someone said it was like the number one Airbnb area in the
It
area.
is. And it's cooler for family, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? I felt comfortable. Like in Cape May too. Don't get me wrong. Cape May is like they can go ride their bikes and stuff like that. But
Sure.
like there's more traffic, especially in the summer.
Yeah.
But here you go like down over here by the bay. You're like they're relaxing.
They did they built that sidewalk with the bay, and as soon as they did that, the whole area just like exploded. And,
Yeah,
it
you
became
see
like
tons
it
of
went
people.
it went from like a 5 to a 10. It's like they cleaned the sidewalk and all the debris and shit in
Yeah.
by the bay all disappeared. And
Yeah.
it was like even like the horseshoe crabs were like, this place is too nice for us, and then like they left.
Like, well, we come in Cape May now.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, we're
But
going, we're
you
headed
go-
up to the Shell Creek or whatever that place
We're
is.
going
up there.
to what's yeah, but you definitely do see the difference between from like back in the day to now, like how North Cape May and is becoming more touristy, I guess.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And there are a lot of more people. I get a lot of people that come here and always tell me they're like, "Oh, we just bought a house here in North Cape May."
Yeah.
And I was like, "That's cool, bring it on."
And there's tons of stuff to do here. Like we were talking about it a couple times
Mm-hmm.
already. And some of the people that we're going to have on, they'll introduce you if you don't know what's going on down here.
Yeah.
They'll introduce you to all the different stuff that goes on.
Yeah, we have
But,
a lot of cool like little bars. They do live music. We have the distillery.
Yeah.
They do
Four
everything.
breweries.
Four breweries.
Four breweries. You got
breweries. Augusta, Cape May, Bear. Am I missing one?
You said Cape May, Bear, Cold Spring.
Cold Spring.
Cold Spring, which I will be playing guitar 316 at Cold Spring
There you go.
Brewery
Plug in.
with my brother-in-law
Oh, that's dope.
and some friends. We're gonna have some friends join us. So
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
So
Are you wearing the shirt?
not that day. It's gonna be a St. Patty's theme. I got a shirt that says I'm with Drunky McGee. So, so we're gonna go Irish theme for that one.
We have shirts for everything.
I will wear the shirt eventually.
Oh
yeah.
no, you gotta wear that like on a date
I'm
with
gonna
your wife.
Yeah, my wife would definitely be so happy with me wearing the shirt.
Tell her to match. That's what you do. You put it on and be like, "Honey, match me."
Yeah, I wanted
See
to
what she
do
wears.
challenge it.
You
Challenge
should
it.
challenge it.
I'll probably wear it. I'll probably wear it to the improv. That's
If we ever
with that.
We're out.
Yeah, I don't know about the elephant part. But
No, we leave it. We leave it. That's the real stuff that we talk about. That's like. There's a lot of